I'm Matthew Schmitz, and I'm the executive editor of Northern Light, UAA's student newspaper. This video is a series of interviews with students running for election to UAA's student government, USUAA. Kyle Ivasick is a news reporter on the paper, and he's helping me ask questions. We are speaking with Chuol Mut, who is running for Senate. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself.
About myself, I'm Chuol Mut. I am a current student at UAA, and I've been here at the university for almost 3.5 years now. And actually, Kai was my classmate last semester, so it was really fun getting to know more about him. And when he started actually writing with the Northern Light as well, I'm currently reading a lot of your paper. I check every week of when the new one will be out. So I'm just, I love reading everything that you guys post. I think it's really good. So for myself, I think I was originally a former international student when I first came, but now I am have everything. So just following my educations and also extending part of my time to also help it in any way that I can. And I think the good thing is I like being around people, talking to people, and especially having a conversation with a student around campus here, because I believe that a student voice does matter. And that's why I decided to run again with the USUAA and with the Union of Students as the senator for the union. I am a political science major. To be specifics, I'm a foreign policy major. So my goal is to go into foreign policy and international relations. That's my major, and I also have a minor in chemistry. So I'm pursuing both right now.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background in student government and advocating for students?
My backgrounds, I've been with the Union of Students for about a year now. So I joined last year. So I've been with the union for a year, and the reason why I joined the Union of Students is to advocate for the student. Basically, what we do, we talk directly to the students and take the concerns that he may have collectively and report that to the level that the student may not reach individually, such as talking to chancellors and talking to other members of the university that are able to make those decision or solve those issues. That's what we would like to advocate for the student, making sure that anything that might be affecting the students, so we take that into considerations and report that one ahead to the university.
What are the top priorities you are hearing from students, and how do you intend to advocate for them?
The top issues, it depends on individuals, as there might be one issue that may face one student and may not be an issue for the other student. So one thing that we do sometimes, we send out a survey if we think about anything. So we send a survey to a student, and each individual's respond. So to base our decision on that, we calculate the percentage on how many students respond to this question and what percentage that was. So we take the decision on that, and we find a way to work around it and solve the issues.
What other ways can you use your position as a student leader to help students?
Some of the way that I can use my positions as the as the senator is to talk directly to the student, because I believe that by having a direct conversation with the student also, that's the only way that the student will be willing to talk and tell you whatever issues they might be going through. And during the last year, I think we had some issue that we deal with, such as like transportation, making transportation available to the students, such as having a shuttle around campus. I think the USUAA has worked on that. I think it was a big achievement, especially with during the winter, getting students a transportation. I think that helped. And I could also like talk directly with the student, like asking them like if I know them well, and then I can ask them what issue they may have and what change they may want to see around campus here. And those are the issues that we take ahead to the university.
How will you best manage your time to fill this position?
That's a good question. I think that depends on the time management, making sure that you have a time for everything, not like putting too much of my time in one thing. For example, let's say is school, so I don't put a lot of my time too much on the schools or work. So I make sure I have a time for everything. So I have a time to hear the student concern, and I have a time to be around the student who might have issues that they need at the USUAA to deal with, has the body that represent all the students at campus.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Any question that I might ask you, or?
Yeah, anything you want to ask us, or just anything you'd like students to know?
I think students should, although I know that there's like a few students who do not know about the USUAA, because sometimes when I talk to a student, I have to first introduce myself to them and ask them, do you guys know about the USUAA? Then someone will ask me, what is the USUAA? Because I mean, not everyone knows about the USUAA, and sometimes I explain to them, this is what the USUAA for, and this is the kind of works that we do. And I told them USUAA is the body that represents the student interests at the University of Alaska, and this is what we stand for. And it's a group that works at campus here. So I would love the student to engage with the USUAA with whatever concern they may have. And some may feel like there's a policy that are not going right at the university, so they came to UAA because we are the body that are elected by the student to take those issues forward to the right person who may have a solution for those. So I would definitely like to see a student to engage with the USUAA. And sometimes we leave our office open to us. Now I'm talking to you guys in the office. The office is open, so any student that may have a question can just walk by in and has any question that they may have about the USUAA.
Thank you for speaking with us, Chuol. Just want to say USUAA Spring 2023 general election will take place on Tuesday, April 4th, and students will be able to vote online only. All current UAA students will receive a link to the ballot on April 4th at 12:01 and will be able to vote until 11:59 p.m.